Sold some ZCash today. Not all of it, but some of it. And I saved the sunset for you guys. You're welcome. It's a pretty nice day out today, guys. It was good to get out. And one of the positive things that I've seen from this whole global pandemic is kids are actually getting outside and playing again, riding their bikes and, getting outside. So that's a good thing. I think just people in general, not just kids, but other people are, taking this time to, kind of realize, how important that is and getting outside. And hopefully you guys are in an area where you can get outside. I'm just kind of in what I call the RonaV I prison yard, but I've got a little spot to, do pull-ups. This is an abandoned schoolyard. I can do pull-ups, I can do random stuff, and I got a little bit of space, so that's the good thing. That's the advantage of here. But I want to talk to you guys about ZCash and just kind of what's going on. Don't really know why it was surging today, but it was. I took that opportunity to take a little more off the table, and because I still feel we're about 20 to 22 days away from the halvening, and I really think that there's gonna be a big dump. We've got a train coming, guys, but it's not going to come too close. But I'll keep talking. So the halvening is in like 20 or 22 days, I forget. And I think that we're going to have another dump. But the whales have just been kind of riding waves, pumping and dumping it. It's kind of louder than I thought, but it didn't have a full train. It doesn't look like. It's just spinning around here. It's just two cars, two engines. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know what you guys can see. There it is. Just two engines back to back. Anyway, the halvening is coming up, 22 days for Bitcoin. And then so what? It's kind of been hyped up and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, some people believe that you don't have to spend as much. There doesn't have to be as many buyers to support a price level of a certain amount. And that may be true to a certain extent. But look at Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash. It's not like, after the halvening, it's going to shoot up like right away or anything like that. It's just kind of like, okay, well, that's over. And right now we have a global pandemic going on. Some people haven't noticed, but depending on what numbers you look at, almost as many Americans have died in pretty much a month's time that died the entire Vietnam War, depending on what numbers you look at. But then I guess another sad statistic is that more Vietnam vets actually died from committing suicide than what died in combat. So I've heard that before too. So it's really sad. But in regards to this global pandemic and everything, personally, I don't feel like we're even close to out of the woods. And it's kind of funny the way people are kind of acting, because they're almost acting as if we've peaked out and now, blue skies are ahead and everything's going to be good, both economically and just kind of the virus and everything. And it's just simply, I just don't see why they think that, because the death toll is still going up. And people are saying, I hope there's not going to be a second surge. Well, we're not done with the first surge. We're still going up, and we'll see what happens as we get more data in. And there's always hopium being pumped into the market, as far as the stock market. And obviously, the government's kind of propping up the stocks right now. But they can only prop so far, because if you look back to 2007, 2008, there was troubles in the water in 2007, and there was even stimulus checks and all that kind of stuff that were sent out, and it eventually they couldn't even prop it up, the housing market. And then in September 08, it popped and stuff like that. Some people say, well, this one already popped and now we're going to go up, but numbers wise, unemployment numbers, all this kind of stuff. And that's another thing, the stimulus, while a lot of people are touting, oh, it's just like all this money raining from the sky and all that kind of stuff, you can literally be in a situation where, you know, you could kind of qualify, so to speak, or think you're going to qualify for 3 or 4 of these different programs that were going on, but the money has just dried up in an instant. So you might not have gotten in there in time, or you're suddenly denied for this or that benefit, or so it's not going to be as turnkey as what people think to get access to that money. And just assume you're going to get 0 from the government. I have to say government because me and my friend might say that instead of government. So anyway, guys, what do you think? What do you think about ZCash? What I'm doing on it is the opposite of what I would typically do, in getting my average sell price down so that then when it drops out, I can buy back in. What do you guys think? What are you selling? What are you buying? See you guys later.